like button. Subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't subscribed to the channel yet. It's your boy Mills from Millcity Boxing, home of that high level pro boxing media, the Fighters and Trainers channel, and most importantly, the People's channel. And we got here Greg Hackett on the Jaron Boots Ennis and Stanionis unification recap. Great fight that happened up in Jersey, man. What's your initial reactions on the fight, man? 6-round stoppage.
I mean, it happened kind of like how I said it would happen. You know what I mean? I didn't think he would quit in the corner, but you know what I mean? That's even better.
Right. Tell me, this looks like it was one of the best performances of his career. What would you have to say?
I mean, I think the Villa performance was still better to me.
You think it was better?
Yeah. But I mean, it all go in the same basket.
Well, he got him out of there in 8 in that one.
Like 10.
10. So what you like? What you like over the Villa over this one?
It's how he
A
just took
Matrix shit.
his time. No, it was just that he took his time.
Okay. Okay. Um, Tell me what was your takeaways in this fight for Boots?
Mm. I mean, he just looked comfortable. He looked like he was ready to go. He looked like he had a great camp. His reflexes was at 100. Uh, he's very accurate. His timing was there. Speed was there. I mean, it was just a full package.
Right. Now, what was your predictions? Did you feel like he was gonna get the stoppage?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I said between rounds 5 and 7.
Do you feel like Karen is a better fighter than Stanionis?
Yeah, he has a better style. You know what I mean? Uh, can't what's his name? Stanionis is reckless. He a little more reckless. He a lot more reckless. He try to go right after you and just impose his will, and he trying to, he just trying to break you.
Right.
Karen will box you, and if he get a chance to hurt you here, I could see him trying to finish you up. But Karen's a lot smarter and a lot sharper.
Who would you like to see Boots in there next with?
Norman Jr. or Barrios.
Mm. What's a more competitive fight? We got Super Zab Judah on the live as well. What's going on, Soup?
Something like that.
Zab was popping.
We got Greg on the other side as well, Soup. Join
What up, man?
What's going on?
his voice is a little deep today. You know, the Boots fight was yesterday. You know what I'm saying? So he was outside.
First of all,
Tired.
congratulations, guys, man. Congratulations.
For sure, he did great, man.
Man, he did. He shocked all the critics. He shed a lot of mouths. You
Yeah,
know, he went in there and he performed excellent. You know what I'm saying? He came in there. Stanionis was a very tough fighter, very tough guy that came in there looking to dethrone him and
yeah,
put up with some decent shots. But he never, it looked to sting him a little bit to me, but he looked like he never lost control. He never lost control. He was always in control. He always came back with some good combinations. And he pulled off a spectacular stoppage. Spectacular. 100%.
yeah.
100% spectacular.
Question for the both of you. Do you feel like the stoppage was at the right time? Do you feel like the coaches did the right thing at that right time?
Yes. Anytime your coach stops the fight, that's letting you know that yes. I mean, the referee could have stopped it any other time before that. But the coach was already thinking that he only got 1 minute to make a real broad decision.
Yeah, and Zab made a great point. He said that Boots kept control. What that means is even though it's kind of the fight is kind of being fought at a high pace, he still was in control of what was happening, and he was countering a lot. He was countering a lot, and
Nasty work.
Stanionis wasn't able to keep up. That's kind of why he quit because it was like, yo, this kid just heating up. So if we go back out there, it's only gonna get worse.
And it was sharp. It was sharp, crisp, like combinations coming back to back to back to back. And one thing I like about what Boots did, he was doing combinations back to back to back to back, head body, like crushing it. Like, you know what I mean? So Stanionis seen himself, caught up in a barrage of punches that he knew that, you know what,
got uncomfortable.
I can't take no more of this right here, man. Let me go and get up out of here. And that was a very tough, credible, recognizable, solid fighter.
Yeah.
So today, everybody in boxing have to take their heads off for Jaron Ennis Boots.
And I think Stanionis made a mistake in telling people that he had a kid on the way. You know what I mean? When you speak on stuff like that, sometimes your heart can be in a different place. You know what I mean? Having a baby, on the way could kind of soften you up because in the back of your mind, you thinking about your lady, you thinking about the baby. If the baby's born before you get back, yo, I want the baby to be healthy. I want my lady to be healthy. So it's a lot going through his mind, bro. So when he in there fighting and he getting caught with shit, he probably was like, you know what, I could just go back home and, you know what I mean, save my life. Like, I ain't gonna, you know what I mean?
Man, I
Some
didn't think about it that way. Boo said he was looking like everything was on the line. The baby, the lady, the country, everything. You know what? Let's save our life here today, and let's get up out of here. You know?
let's pack it up. Yeah.
I see. Ask the manager, yo, money, everything safe? All right, let's go.
Real shit.
Sit it all down. You know what I mean? So crazy.
Real shit.
But listen, big shout and speedy recovery, Stanionis. But back to Boots. What about the triple uppercuts? Boom,
the triple uppercut at the end.
Yeah.
God, the first knockdown, that was amazing. That was fly. I like that.
I mean, that was the angle that he caught. You know what I mean? Stanionis couldn't get out of that position, so Bruce kept running him.
Now we seen him with a top opponent. Boom, when it turns, boom, he did that. I seen it. I seen him. He boom, turned his head on it. I said, oh, he's killing it. He's killing it, my guy. I loving it, killing it, making a miss by just turning his head. He wasn't even turning his body. He was like, it was flat. Just going right by.
Yeah. At one point in time, Stanionis was smiling at him with all his teeth like full of blood, like just like, oh, you made me miss type shit. Like, you nice with it.
Yeah. At one point, Stanionis tried to mimic the same shit back. He was trying to like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
This shit is working. Let me try it.
Yeah. I think at one point in time, Boots was trying to do what Roy Jones was doing before with James Toney with the
No, I
crow.
don't think it was the same thing.
It was very similar though, right? And
No,
then
it was similar, yeah.
and Stanionis tried to do the same thing what Tony did, like when the round ended or some shit right after.
Yeah.
I like that, my guy Greg. He cleaned that up quickly. No, it wasn't the same thing.
It was close, yo. I seen both of them shits look like I seen both of the wings. I think I did. I'm not sure. I might.
With that triple uppercut, that's
nasty.
But
the body shots is what set that up, though.
Yeah, the body shots is killing it.
But let's talk about that jab, y'all. Wait a minute. What about that jab? That jab was clean. That jab was money. It was money. That was a money jab. And
for sure.
To the head and to the body. Stick to the head and then to the body. I said, oh, nah, he killed it. Yeah.
Some people right away because it's boxing, right? So you can't just be like, all right, it's just a good performance from Boots. You can't. People always want to put shade on things. So what I've been hearing is the layoff. You mentioned the kid, which is a great point. But what about the layoff itself, the year layoff?
Yeah, I mean, all of it play a part. You know what I mean? But that's why you got to try to work your career in a way where you take something from the old school fighters. When it's been too long, you got to try to take something local to get in there and just get your eyes sharp. But that could have definitely played a part for sure. But I don't think it played a major part only because his style is his style, and that style is tailor made for like a Boots Ennis.
Mm, fair to say. Fair to say.
I mean, we
So,
could we could try to we could try to save him in so many different ways, but he was the guy taking the punches. So
Life jacket, man overboard.
he
Man
said
overboard,
life
life
jacket.
for sure.
So tell me, Greg wants to see Brian Norman Jr. and Stanionis next. Who would you like to see? We have Stanionis. No, we have
No,
Stanionis out of there.
I want to see Boots and Brian Norman Jr.
Boots and Boots, Boots and Brian Norman Jr.
Absolutely.
So why is it because they're the two best, or do you because of the storyline to this? What
What's stopping it? What's stopping it?
I want to know
Exactly.
why he wanted to see him. Then I
I want
want to know
to
why you.
I want to see it because that's the one with the build up. That's the fight. That's the fight that everybody been talking about because of the history they had with the sparring. You know, what I mean, they want to see if Brian Norman Sr. is telling the truth or if he a lie.
Now what's stopping it?
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
He said what he said. Greg said, mm-hmm.
Yeah. What's stopping it, Greg? What's stopping it?
What's stopping it, Greg?
I mean, we know what's stopping it. That might be the kid last performance. It might be it. If he get in there with Boots, it's a possibility that he vanishes after that.
So we on the so are we hitting on that Team Norman does not want to take any part into the Boost negotiation?
That's exactly what we hitting on. They don't want they don't want no trouble because him being 24 years old, his career could end before it gets started. We got to remember this is Michaela Mayer's little brother that we talking about. You know what I mean?
Now
We
who's
ain't
who's that?
Micha-
Whoa.
Michaela Mayer. That's the undercard he was just on 2 weeks ago.
Oh, oh, okay. That's his little brother.
That's her little brother.
Okay.
So obviously, he throwing shots.
No, I'm listen, man. We gotta go with Greg, man. Greg know the scoop that we don't know about. Greg know that Greg ain't on the side of the pod that we ain't know. We got to listen. You know what I mean? And take heed. And take heed. You know what I'm saying? Greg letting us know. So Greg, what do you think, in your opinion, what happens in that fight if that fight does and was to take place? What do you think happens?
I think Norman Jr. goes out faster than Stanionis.
Faster than 6 rounds?
Yeah, about 4 for him. Yep.
So tell me why.
He's too courageous.
He's too courageous.
Mm-hmm.
Did he get a parachute on the way down? He just get a forward drop. Just drop.
Suicide.
Drop. Damn.
Because you got to think about it, right? He can't beat Boots on the outside trying to box. There's no win there. If he try to be patient and sit back, he gonna get picked apart. So he got to go with what he know, which is to be a bulldog, and that's what's gonna get you hurt bad. So either way, you lost. He not slick enough to get away from Boots, and he not smart enough to come forward and really put some pressure without getting hit with a shot. You know what I'm saying? It's a craft to putting pressure on guys, and he really ain't learned that part yet. He'll step to you, but it's not with any craft. Like you got to really learn that predator craft. You know what I mean? It's a way you could press a guy without getting hit or without getting hit with a big shot. You know what I'm saying? He don't really understand that. He ain't really mastered that. You know what I mean? He the type of guy, he get good at stuff and he think he got it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
What you think about that, Soup?
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not around him like that, so I don't know. But I'm saying, yeah, it looked to be a play like that.
Yes.
He picks up things easy. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
I like that fight. I'm surprised that you said that you're gonna get him out of there earlier. Damn.
Telling you.
The easy.
Easy.
The dad know it, bro. The dad know it. That's why he don't want that fight.
Why do you feel that he doesn't want that fight?
Nah,
Because
okay. You know what? But this means a lot too, though, right here. Because the dad might, the dad might be the businessman. He might be the business side of things. He might feel like right now, time and everything is not the proper time, or his son, his son ability, it might not be the right time. Do you think this is more the dad's decision, or this is Brian Norman Jr.'s decision as well?
I
Because
think that
the fighter be like, man, let's go, man. I want to fight anybody. I'm a fighter.
Your man's is on right now, Senior.
I think it's the entire team's decision. I think it's the entire team decision simply because listen, we know we not ready. Like we know what level this kid is on. Why all right, all you gotta do is read in between the lines, right? Just think about it. Why you think every time his dad get on, he trying to point out flaws? If you already know if you know you see what you see and you know it to be true, then why not just take the fight? Why you keep trying to point out his flaws? But he doing that because he trying to make us look at him a certain way when really we already know the truth.
Right. I mean, y'all don't feel like he's no competitor. I mean, you don't think he's gonna be? I mean, he does. He put on. He put on. He tries to make it happen. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
No, listen.
He's a, yeah, go ahead.
If we talking about just boxing, he's a tough kid, bro, and I give him credit for that. He's a rugged kid. I give him credit for that. He got a little bit of skill. Like he got some all right little things he do. But when you compare the two, there's no comparison. He's going to get drowned. You know what I'm saying? You know what it feel like to drown, suffocate?
I got Greg. I have Senior on here as well on the live. What you laughing at, Senior?
I'm laughing at all this bullshit Greg on his So listen. I got a 24-year-old fighter, right? That ain't been defeated, period. Period. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. You can hear him, Greg?
Hold on, Greg. Hey, Greg, don't say that. Don't say we can't do that shit today. We can't do it today. We gotta make it clean. Make it.
Your signal is on. It's on. Senior signal.
He can't even trust his phone service. How we gonna trust him?
Oh my goodness gracious. Raymond Cleveland, thank you for the $2. Wow. Let me see if we can get. Okay, he's trying to get back in. So you believe that Senior doesn't want this fight for his son? That's what you said, Greg, right? And you
Bro,
said that.
the other day he just said Stanionis was gonna win. He said that.
Mm-hmm.
Got rid of Stanionis. Got
Mm-hmm.
rid of him. Not just beat him, got rid of him.
Mm.
Made him quit. Y'all gotta slow down for me. Just slow down for me. Think about it.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta think about what it takes for a grown man who did a full camp to quit after 6. What kind of what is he feeling? What is he feeling in his body, mind, and soul that'll make him quit?
Punishment.
Would you put your son in there with something like that?
Damn.
Not the babies.
Not your baby boy.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Cut it out.
Cut it out, he says. See, you better get some good signal.
Hey, listen, man. All I'm gonna say is this. You my guy on that, but that Brian Norman Jr. That's a tough guy, man. I ain't gonna lie. I've seen him go. He can go. I like him. Mills, though, I like him. But last night, Boost put on for everybody. Boost sent the kite out. He sent the kite out last night to everybody. Yo, listen. My name is Boots, and I ain't clean with nobody. Now, here's the kind. He threw like 1,000 contracts out. Whoever can catch it. Now, let's go. I ain't gonna lie, you put the whole single booty. But Brian Norman Jr. is a beast. I ain't gonna lie.
Cameron, Kyron Davis says he goes and says the babies is crazy. not the babies.
The baby. Think about it. Think about all right. Think about the Lion King. Remember the Lion King when he took the baby and he put him in the air. The monkey they let him put him in the air, and then imagine. But just but hold up, Zab. Imagine. You remember how the baboon held the baby above the cliff to show the nation. Now imagine if he would have dropped that baby. That's
Mm.
what that's what that would be like. Just hanging your baby over a cliff and then letting him go. Imagine that.
We can hear you. We can hear you, Senior.
Oh, you got me on?
Yeah.
All right, so check it out. Check it out. Without all together, I'm glad I just heard Greg saying what he was saying. He was talking about Stanionis. He was like thinking about the six, thinking about what he was feeling, thinking about what he was seeing that made him quit. He went through a whole 12-month camp, 12-week camp. My son's last opponent went through a 6-motherfucking-month camp and got stopped by a jab and said, fuck y'all. Okay? A jab. And said, fuck y'all. So it's the exact same situation when it comes to that. Now, my initial question was what I was asking when I came on was, he said, we don't want to fight. I don't believe my son this. I don't believe my son that. My son has not lost a fight in over 10 years. 10 years, I believe. That's amateur or pro. He has not lost a fight in over 10 years. But all of a sudden, I'm going to get to a point where I don't believe in my son and I don't believe he can do something. You feel what I'm saying? When I know for a fact that he can. When I see him put niggas out, I'm watching your mans hit a nigga in the face over and over and over and over again, and this nigga still standing for whatever reason. My son not hit niggas many times. That don't happen. The uppercut my son broke a nigga nose with was one uppercut. Your man's dropped a nigga with 3 uppercuts, 4 uppercuts. Boom, 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 boom. No, nigga. 1, pop, you out. You feel me? 1 hook, you out. Boots don't do that. Why the fuck would I be? I'm not saying he's not good. I told you he's good. That's why I was confused at the people saying it is such an easy fight. Well, no, I never said it was an easy fight. I said I know how to beat him, and I know exactly how to beat him. I know exactly. My son is not that small. I don't know how many times I gotta tell people this. Boots ain't that big over my son at all. I've seen him spar numerous times. His arms are not that much longer than my son at all. So whereas in Stanionis had such a deficiency, he couldn't get to him. He was flat-footed, walking straight in with that bullshit. My son not coming like that. It's coming fucking boxing sense. It's only coming boxing sense for the people who want to actually listen, not for the fanboys who want to goddamn jump on a nigga dick. You feel what I'm saying? But hey, either way it go, this was another reason why I said hurry up and put me on. Because you the one. You the one. They not sending us nothing. They ain't sending They overpaid Stanionis and they would not give us the money. They gave Stanionis more money than they gave us. Trust me, I know for a fact. We know Stanionis people. We got contact with Stanionis people. So this is 1,000% fact. They paid him more and they would not pay us. And then that was that one negotiation last year that the fight wasn't gonna happen anyway for different reasons. But bottom line, where we at now? We here. After the fight, we said we want to win. Where we at? So seeing you saying that nobody ever shouted out to you guys and sent no contracts or anything on behalf of Team Boots? Absolutely not. Not after their first time. No, absolutely not. They sent it to us. They sent us an offer their very first time. I called Bozy. I told Bozy what it was. I told Bozy I was going to accept it. Bozy was like, no. He didn't know nothing about this shit. We went over this shit a million times. You feel what I'm saying? He didn't know nothing about none of that shit. He told me, no, they didn't want to fight. We're going to say this undisputed. That's when Boots came out, did the interview. That's how the shit got. That's how this whole thing began. Period. That's the one and only time they ever reached out to us about any of that. As of right now, you heard Eddie say he talking to Bob and they want to make the fight. I'm glad he said that because that made me think about what I could and could not say. That's true. That's absolutely true. They reached out to Bob before my son's last fight. We let him know he was interested. I was thinking earlier today when I was on here talking, and I said, damn, what can I not say? Eddie said, they did reach out. They didn't make no offers. They didn't make no nothing. They asked the same thing as they always say. Would you be interested? The answer is fuck yes. That was before my son's last fight. You feel me? So let's be clear. Your boy gonna get that work if he want that work. But after his fight, he didn't come with that energy. He came with the they don't want to fight. I gotta take a vacation. I gotta go chill with my family. I gotta go enjoy my belts. I gotta go and do this. I gotta go party. I'm gonna go chill out. Now my boy came with the shit. I want the winner. My boy came with that energy. I want the winner. Fuck y'all talking about, nigga. Where my piece at? That's what my boy came with. What y'all niggas talking about? You feel what I'm saying? So all that you talking there is nothing. I can't, again, we're not in position that if this is a known fact, we're not in position to send no contracts right now. We're working on that. Again, we 3.5 years behind when it comes to stardom, fandom, all of that shit, but we 3.5 years ahead when it comes to accolades and where we at right now. You feel me? So we just in a fucked up position right now, but at the same time, if they want to sit in that way and get to work on this side, in Philly, Greg, in Philly, yeah, I'm coming. In Philly. But they know what it is. They know what the money is. Tell your boys, you hear me right here. Tell your boys, send that this way.
Yeah, Greg's here.
Send that this way.
Yeah, I'm just listening to the malarkey.
Tell them niggas to send that this way and see if I'm lying. Send that this way and let's see what happens. Send it. They're not sending it. Send it this way. You heard what they said. Eddie talking about Crawford again, knowing damn well he ain't gonna get that fight. Eddie talking about Gilsoft, which that's the business of boxing. If you gotta do that, it is what it is. That's what Eddie talking about. Who's talking about? He don't know what he wanna do. He know Barrios ain't gonna fight. He said he wanna go on the studio. You got the only one that's gonna fight you right here. Right here. You think I'm playing? Send the contract. Send the offer. They did not send the offer. They asked would we be interested. The answer is yes. Said that before my son's fight.
Nasty work.
The answer is yes. We said that before my. You remember I was on earlier today, Neil, and I said I can't say what I can say, and I thought about it like that. You know what? Eddie said that shit. Eddie put that out there. They did contact us before my son's fight. So when Stanionis' fight was already lined up, and Stanionis' fight was already lined up, and my son already had a fight lined up, the answer would be interested. The answer is yes. Now you got Eddie talking about he don't know if Caboose gonna fight in September, late summer, whatever. You feel what I'm saying? So again, willing, ready, but not waiting. We're going to fight in June. Whenever Boots decides to come off his vacation, which he deserves, whenever he decides to come off his vacation and come off his hiatus and chill with his belt and wallow with all his accolades, my nigga, we're here waiting. So for all the people that think they offered us this fight, because I got some people telling me they could have been y'all last night. No, it wasn't. We was never offered that fight. What the fuck you talking about? No, it was not. We was never offered nothing other such. I had YSM saying that shit. We was never offered nothing other such. I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. YSM said that Norman Sr. said. Huh?
Yeah, continue,
I said Norman Sr. YSM said Norman Sr. said that his son's hands. Norman Sr. ain't said shit. I really didn't appreciate that. Jamil said that shit on one of his interviews. Yeah, they reached out to him twice, and Norman Sr. said that his son's needed to fight with Square Vance because of his hand surgery. Nigga, I ain't said nothing. Don't put nothing in my motherfucking mouth. I ain't said a word. You know, I'm on here all day talking when I talk. You ain't got to put it in my mouth. I said enough. Don't tell me what I said. You ain't gonna find a video nowhere where I said my son needed. No, I ain't said none of that. Ain't nobody came to us and said nothing. Although I will say I appreciated the fight. I really appreciated the fight. So that was good. But I never said that we wouldn't take it because I would never duck that. I would, especially at this point, I would never duck that.
Smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. So Greg, talk to me, man. We got Senior here. What you he hasn't he said something about at work mail. He can't.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, he the one. He the connect. You got YSM, they the connect. I text Bozy. last night. I texted Boots last night. I texted him the other day when he was on Ring Magazine talking that shit. Of course, he ain't responding. I texted him all that, bro. You full of shit. Bring us that smoke. I told him that. Ain't no question. Ain't no they don't want to fight. Nigga, you weren't trying to make no fight. So ain't no they don't want to fight. We do want to fight.
So Greg, do you think that Team Boots wants that fight with Brian Norman, or do you feel like they just like not wanting to give him the chance right now?
I think they want the belts.
So they want the belts, just like me and you, easy to do. Call us and make the motherfucking fight. There's no, why would I put myself in the ring after all that time and fight, but I wouldn't put my son in there, and he's as good as he is. That's the dumbest shit in the world. Call it. Make the call. It's there, just as easy as me and you. Over with, done. Let's get it.
Does anybody have a violin?
A violin?
Mm-hmm.
You know you're a dickhead. You know you're a dickhead. Bottom line is, tell you what, look, we said what we had to say. We said our piece. Now, again, like I told Mia earlier today, and I'm going to say it again tonight, I'm going to do this for about a day or two more. And I'm done talking about Boots, period, because that nigga's not connected to us. We ain't connected to him. We got our own career to live and work or whatever else. We told him we want to fight. We don't need to keep saying we want to fight. We want to fight. His fight is over with. Our fight is over with. We on to the next. We going to do what we do. We going to make dominant performances. We ain't going to make them quit. We going to stop them. We ain't going to make them quit. We ain't going to make them quit. Well, other than it's like my son ain't no boy quitting. It's going to be punches that make them quit. It ain't going to be on no stools.
Stoppage.
It ain't gonna be, we stopping niggas. My son's last two opponents, 59-1, 36 knockouts. Boo's last two opponents, 39-2 or 39-3 with 21 knockouts. Get the fuck out of here. We ain't playing with y'all. We stopping shit. We wrecking shit. Y'all playing with shit. Come get to work. But we got a reason to be scared of you. For what?
I got a question.
What?
How was it being a world champion fighting on Michaela Mayer's undercard?
It was wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. But guess what? You've never been neither of the or. Your first headliner was with Brian Norman Sr.
It's not true. It's not true.
Headliner was with Brian Norman Sr.
It's not true.
You had another 6 round. I look, you had another 6 round.
It's not true. It's not true.
I headline all the time.
It's not true. It's not true. I headlined twice. I headlined twice before that. I headlined with Jared Hurd. I headlined with Jared Hurd. I headlined with Jared Hurd, and I headlined in Philadelphia.
And you lost all of them. So what the fuck we talking about?
Does somebody have a violin?
Hey, no. Let's go back to the Michaela Mayer undercard. You asked me how do I feel and how did it feels wonderful.
In Millcity.
Wonderful. Watch this.
I had more fans. I had more fans in Atlanta than he did.
Oh wow.
Well, I mean, but how did you have more fans but you got robbed? Make it make sense. How did you have more fans but it was home cooking? I don't understand. Make that make sense.
They was fucking with me more than they was fucking with you in the crowd. We was in your home. We was in your hometown.
But you can't have the vote.
We was in your hometown fighting at a barn, and they was fucking with me.
Oh, okay, all right. Again, that's what these Philly niggas do. These Philly niggas on for line now, bro. This shit is crazy. I didn't know that niggas could lie so freely, especially with shit that can be disproven, but their fans are so fucking. I know this because I've been clicking on shit. I've been clicking on people that have been talking to me, and I've been looking. They're mostly kids. I noticed that too. It's a lot of kids. It don't really be grown men. It be like 21, 22. No niggas that barely got hair on their face. I've been noticing that. You feel what I'm saying? So I really gonna say Philly as a whole, and I ain't gonna put that referendum out them as a whole, because it's really a bunch of fucking retarded ass kids, I guess. But y'all fucking these kids up, y'all ain't giving these niggas no integrity or nothing else, because like y'all they listening to straight bullshit.
Boots and 4.
Bottom line, fuck all the dumb shit. Let's get to the substance. Make the fight. The same thing everybody keep texting me, telling me, go tell Boots. Everybody, go spam this nigga Boots. Spam the Bozy. I ain't gonna call Bozy this nigga. Spam Bozy. Spam this nigga Boots. Spam Bozy. Tell them fight Brian Norman Jr. Shut us the fuck up. His next fight should be with nobody else, but y'all don't want to see nobody else but Brian Norman Jr. You don't want to see Boots fight nobody else but Brian Norman Jr.
I'm gonna get Eddie Hearn on the phone first thing in the morning.
Do that. Tell him you don't want nobody else but Brian Norman Jr. Make the fight happen. He talked to Bob. Bob totally want to make the fight happen.
Boots in 4.
Bob totally. He said September. Bob said Eddie said September. We with it. Eddie said September. We with it. Bring it to us. Bring us off.
Boots in 4.
Dude, let's get it. Let's get it. Bottom line, we knocking at them all one at a time. Bottom line.
Didn't he bet money on Stanionis?
I did. I bet $400.
Now why would you do that?
I lost 470. I lost 470 last night, and I had a bad feeling when goddamn. I don't even know Thomas Matisse like that, but I was like, he a bigger guy. He was right about what he's saying about Thomas Ford being smaller, bringing niggas up. I didn't know he was going to push out like that, though. Like, come on, bro. You can't be doing that shit. He didn't even try to fight. So that was a bullshit. That was a last-minute bet. So I lost $407 last night because I always bet on the pluses. I bet on the pluses, and I don't bet cheap. So I got money. Watch it. I still got money in my business. Hold on.
So what you saying is...
So what you saying? I got a few $1,000 in my betting accounts from when my son beat Stanionis. That's how I'm living, nigga.
So what you saying is? So what you saying is you want to see Boots lose that bad that you bet on a fight you knew he wouldn't lose.
I couldn't hear you. Say what now?
I said, so what you saying is you don't like Boots that much that you bet against him knowing that he wouldn't lose.
No. I knew that.
Pathetic.
I didn't know what Stanionis. No. Like I said on Mill yesterday, if you bother to listen to any substance, I know you like the young niggas too. But anyway, if you bother to listen to any substance whatsoever, what I said was I didn't know what Stanionis had. I didn't know what he was gonna do. I could see the pressure. You know, I seen what he was doing. He just didn't have that ticker. That's really that boils down to it because he was landing some good shots. He did a few. Yeah, he had the ticker. He really didn't have the ticker. Like my man said. There was this nigga that said it about the baby and about that could have been it, and that's where his heart was at.
Right.
It could have been that. It could have been. It could have been well.
End of year layoff.
All of that. He didn't have the ticker last night. I don't know if he naturally don't have the ticker, but that ticker went there last night. Because his heart wouldn't let him quit on that stool. But again,
but you know what's interesting? You know what's interesting?
Talk to me.
He gets on your lives all the time speaking about how much he knows about boxing, but he bet on Stanionis to beat Boots Ennis. Pathetic.
Plus. What is you talking about? I tell you what, I knew enough about boxing to take 14 years off and take 2 months to get back and a torn bicep in 1 of the months and still make a training camp and beat you. That's how much I knew about boxing.
Pathetic.
I knew that much about boxing. That's all that matters. I knew enough about boxing. Wait. And I'm going to beat you with this. I know enough about boxing to take my son and make that nigga state champions, national champions. We talking about over and over. National champions, regional champions, national champions, made them 20-0, made them 25-0, et cetera. I took him and made him the youngest champion in boxing today, or male champion in boxing today. Shout out to Gabriel Fondora. Made him the youngest champion in boxing today. And to be talking about the phenom that they call him, or whatever you want to call it, with Boots, and speaking on and the only, at 24 years, the only competition he could possibly have in the 147 division. I say I'm doing motherfucking good. What the fuck how you doing in boxing?
Nobody ever questioned your ability as a father. It's one mistake you're going to make. You asked me to let you talk. I would like for you to let me talk.
No, you're right. Go ahead.
Nobody ever questioned your ability as a father. I think you're a great father. It's just when it comes to fighting Boots Ennis, there's no way out, sir. There will be no way out. Mm-hmm.
Hey, well, again, the ball is in y'all court. We done said it on many occasions. We said it before Stanionis fight was made. Give us a second. He couldn't figure out what he was gonna do. He couldn't figure out who he was gonna fight. He couldn't figure out was he gonna move up or not. All of that was going on before his last fight. My son had a fight scheduled from all the way, you know the deal, all the way from September last year. And we said, I put out, look, if you give us a minute, wait till the end of, I think it's the end of May, early June. We got a fight in March. I think our fight was supposed to be March the 1st. Initially, then that tank shit got put out, and I think that messed up the dates. So our fight was initially supposed to be March the 1st when I put this out. I said, wait till our fight is done. Once our fight is done, we will fight you. I put that out there. I said, we will fight you. Wait till our fight is done, we will fight you. He ended up with the Stanionis fight. Wonderful. No problems, no slay, no criticism from that. That was a great fight. That was a great performance. I mean, he did what he had to do. He did what he was supposed to do. I ain't got no beef behind that. We told him we was interested. We told him we wanted. We told him after our last fight, we telling him again, we want the fight. We ain't ducking.
Let's go.
I got a question. I have a question. I believe earlier last week or earlier this week, you said it was a point in time where you didn't believe in your son. You thought he was just a gym fighter. Is that true?
No, what I said was I was starting to question, was he? Yes, that was true. Absolutely. Hey, look, that's what integrity does for you. It allows you to tell the truth and not have to remember your lies. That's the absolute truth. I said my son would do, and you know what? And it happened with Boots. Boots was one of the people. Because I told Boots in the gym, Boots know. If he had that integrity enough to tell the truth all the time, I told Boots after the first time, I said, bro, he way better than that. I said he respects his son too much. I told him that several times. And then, but the second time, they did, because even the second time, it was a whole different story. And I told him that day, I said, see, I told you he's starting to get it together. I'm telling you, he a lot better than this. That's what I told Bowles. But he said he was a lot better than that because he seen what he was doing to the other fighters. He was, we come off 51-1 now. He was fucking them niggas up.
So I have I have another question. What you're telling me is after the first sparring session, you had to take your son home and give him a pep talk so that he would be properly prepared the next day.
No, not at all. Not at all. Because they spar. I ain't worried about him trolling. Get what? My integrity gonna keep it rolling. Check it out. So the first day, which was a Wednesday, off the plane. I'm not saying it's no excuse. That's fine because he still should have did better than what he did. First day, Wednesday, straight off the plane, went straight to the gym. Boom, get to it. They spar Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Friday come. The guy from New York, I guess a young kid from New York, you probably know who he is. I guess Boots had beat him up previously. He came back to get some get back. Boldy told me, what did he say? Nah, he gonna take your place there, whatever. Be committed to get in there and fuck all three people, everybody in that gym, the three people that he put in there with the ring with him, he fucked all of them up. One of them, like I told you, he sat home and never came back. Look, one of them, you know who I'm talking about, start with a P, last name end with a K, Olympian. Anyway, fucked his eye up to the point that he couldn't even come back to the camp no more. You know who the fuck I'm talking about. And you was in there, at this wait. And to keep it real, if you had integrity, you was in there that time, and you remember he had a fight coming up, and he couldn't fight no more because of my son, nigga. Boots had got in there, whooped his ass, punched him all in the face. That's what I'm telling you about the power. Boots was punching him all in his face, beating him up, wouldn't hurt you shit. My son got in there with that nigga, broke his fucking eye socket. We fucked his eye up to where he couldn't fight, and you know who I'm talking about.
I have another question. I have another question. Didn't your son spar that? I have another question. Didn't your son spar that? The kid you're talking about, didn't your son spar that kid after Boots?
That day, no. That day, I don't think he did. No, Friday he did not. No, not Friday. No, because Friday, Boots had other stuff lined up Friday. He sparred him instead of Boots that Friday.
Okay.
That's when he fucked him up Friday. Boots was putting all them hands. He was one of Boots' sparring partners that Wednesday. As one with one of my sons, and that's when he was beating him all in his damn face. My son going there with him on his own Friday. That's when he fucked him up. It was not after Boots. He fucked him up Friday on his own.
Okay.
And you know who I'm talking about. And my question to you is, how is a 20-year-old kid able to break a nigga eye socket, but Boots punch a nigga in the face so many times he didn't even make him bleed? How is that possible? How is that possible? Because the nigga punch him with bricks, baby. You know what it is.
Can we You said have some integrity. Can we be honest right now?
Yeah, absolutely.
The same gloves that your son was hitting the bag in, those were the same gloves he was sparring in.
Oh my God, nasty glove. Yeah, I hit his shit.
Is that am I telling the truth?
Is there any truth to that?
Am I telling the truth?
This is the truth. Watch this. This is the truth. The same glove that was hitting the bag in because he brought 16-ounce gloves are with him only on that trip. The same gloves that he was hitting the bag with, he did it because he was just warming up hitting the bag. Those are not his bag gloves. Those are not the gloves he used.
Mill City.
Absolutely not. My
He
son
did
uses
he
18-ounce
did
gloves to spar now.
he did everything in the gloves. He did push-ups in the gloves. He hit the bag with the gloves.
He did because that's how he got warmed up. Yes,
With the push-ups too.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the only gloves he brought. Listen to me. Those are the only gloves he brought with him to Philly to spar. But so he's admitting to y'all that it happened though. Y'all ain't here. Y'all ain't listening. He's admitting to y'all that it happened.
Did he do?
Why it happened?
I have a question. Did he do that to Boots or he did it to somebody else?
He did it to somebody else.
So we're here to talk about Boots. I don't know.
A very good Philly fighter that made it to the Olympics.
We're here to talk about Boots. I don't believe we were talking about anybody else.
I was just telling you. You had to tell you. I'm telling you. Why would look if my boy is doing shit like that? Why would I be worried about what you're talking about?
But
why would I be worried about that?
I could have.
This is what he was doing at 20. Wait, this is what he was doing at 20 years old.
But I have a question.
He was already 20. Look, when we came to that gym, Boots was already 20 something. He was like 25, 26 and all.
But I have a question. I thought we were here to talk about Boots and Norman Jr.
Oh, we are. And that was
So
very relevant.
I just have
that was very relevant to let you know why would I be afraid of him.
So I just
no
have.
reason to be afraid of him.
So I just want to know, how did we end up talking about other people?
Because I just told you there was no reason for my son to be afraid of him when we've seen what his power would do and we've seen what my son's power would do at 20 years old.
Millcity. I'm confused.
You confused?
I'm confused right now.
He would be. Go on. Anyway, next topic, man. Next topic. What we talking about? I ain't finna say it again. I told you I ain't got but a couple days to do this shit, and we gonna clean this shit up. And I'm already putting it out there. I'll put it out there. Everybody. Wait. I know Bozy know now. Wait. I know Bozy know now because I text Bozy. I'm telling Greg. I told YSM, Jamil. I text him. He was like, "Tell me yourself." I said, "I motherfucking will." I text everybody. They know. They ain't like they don't know. I put it on my story for a minute. I deleted it. They know. They don't. If they don't take this fight, they don't want this fight. He don't want undisputed. Brian Norman Jr. is the only fight for Bruce Ennis at 147. Take it next. His next fight. Don't worry about our next fight. We good. We gonna do what we do. We gonna wreck shit, we gonna knock shit down, and we gonna knock shit over, and we gonna show you how not to pit pat and get flashed to get to the shit. We gonna bulldoze shit over, and we gonna show how this shit supposed to be done. That's what we gonna do.
Well,
I'll be stop talking about Boots in a minute.
Well, I'll be sure to call Eddie in the morning.
Yes, sir. Tell him we ready.
Smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. We got over 600 people on the live. Only 100 likes. Raymond Cleveland, thank you for the $2. Boxing lacks death. Foreigners quit left and right. What do you? So tell me, is that fair? Is that fair?
I mean, I don't think I wouldn't like to think. I mean, I'm not gonna shit on foreigners. You know what I'm saying? I would like to. I would like. You know, that's a hard question to say. It's just the tickle. Like I say, the tickle sometimes maybe that it came to America and get solved. I don't want to give them a reason. I don't know they all their cultures like that. I don't know. I know Puerto Ricans are usually very prideful people. I know Mexicans are usually very prideful people. I have no experience at all with Lithuanian people. You know, but I know usually the rest of them are usually pretty prideful people. Africans are usually prideful people. Like they're not just gonna sit down and lay down like that. Usually.
What's your thoughts, Zab? Foreigners quitting on the stool left and right.
No, I don't know about that. I mean, people are people. You know, people are people. It don't matter about that. I mean, some people grow up in tough places. Some people grow up in easier places. But you know, I mean, no, I don't look at it as because you from this side, you stronger or better or not.
Mm-hmm. Face the Great, thank you for the $2. So who's the next fight for Norman?
course I know, but I don't know. Just know we gonna get it done. We gonna get it done in magnificent fashion. I don't know though. Anyway, I don't know. The final says up to my son, I don't know. We gonna get it done. We gonna fight in June. He said Boots ain't planning to fight in September or late summer, whatever he said. We gotta get what we gotta get. We gotta do what we gotta do to further my son's career. But for the next fight for Boots is Brian Norman Jr. Nobody else. Nobody else.
Face the Great, thank you for the $2. The hardcore fans want to see the fight.
Absolutely. And, the hardcore fan, the fighters, we all want to see the fight. I want to see it too. Absolutely. So Brian number 10, what if Team Boost asks you to wait around until September? Is that possible? No, that's stupid. That's stupid. That don't make sense. No, we still got a career to live. There's no reason that we can't fight. Wait. If we gonna fight no, because the money we gonna make is a lot. So what the fuck you talking about? No, it don't make sense. No, hell no. That's stupid. We want to listen. We want to dead a lot of things. We gonna get rid of a lot of narratives. We gonna get rid of a lot of shit. You feel what I'm saying? That's why I tell people, be patient. Sit your ass back and watch me work. Watch us work. Watch us do what we do. Watch us show you how to wreck shit. Watch us show you how to make money. Watch us show you how to get shit done efficiently and without all the machine behind you. We don't need the machine behind us. We gonna do it with the blue collar ones. We gonna dig our way. We gonna do it brick by brick.
I have a question.
Shoot.
How come Norman Jr. hasn't headlined his own card just yet?
Because Norman Jr. just became, first of all, he has headlined his own card, several of them in Atlanta. You can go back and look for yourself. Like I said, these things are noted. You can go
as a champion.
Again, he just became a champion. This was his first fight as a champion. The fight he just had was a keep alive. See, people are saying that as a champion, like he's been a champion for a long time. This is his one and only fight. He just had his one and only fight. Hold on a second. He just had his one and only fight as a champion. So you can't ask the question of why he haven't done something. He ain't had a chance to even get his fucking feet wet. So you can't ask why he haven't done something. You feel what I'm saying? His next fight, I'm sure, will be a headliner somewhere. You feel what I'm saying? So bottom line, he gonna get what he got to get. He gonna do what he got to do, and we gonna work it the way we got to work it. We got where we are in a unconventional way. A way that's not known that y'all wouldn't understand. Nobody gave us shit. Nobody put us here. Nobody built us up. Nobody put us here and told us that we was the greats. And nobody goddamn, put out his machine to back us. Ooh, look at his person. Oh, nobody did all that.
I have a question.
We did all that on our own.
I have a question.
Can I ask a question? Yeah. How you doing, senior?
Hold on, Clay. Hold your question real quick because Greg had one.
Claymore, I'm sorry about that, brother. I just had one more question. This just came across my desk. They said the last time Brian Norman Jr. headlined a show in Atlanta, he sold I believe it was 37 tickets. Is that true?
No, you jackass. This nigga retarded. No. Every event that he was in, it was packed. Every event that he was there, have a part of it was packed. World Congress Center, etc. It was packed.
Let me just get through these super chats here. Walker, thank you for the $5. Senior saying send the offer, but earlier today he said he's a few years behind Boots and working on some things.
Oh my God, these people are so special.
Oh, they're coming.
Yeah. Look, but Mia, you understood exactly what I said. I did not say nothing about him being a few. Me saying he was a few years behind had nothing to do with taking no offers or nothing else. I'm saying he was a few years behind in the star power, whatever it is he got, and he's 3.5 years ahead. He's 3.5 years ahead in other ways as far as achievements at this point. You feel what I'm saying? So that ain't got shit to do with taking no offer. I ain't saying nothing about this nigga behind me. I heard him saying Duck Talk. They special. They hear something. They like feel it. That's females. That's what females do. They take something and they run with it. Like you can tell a female something, and you'd be like, yeah, man, I was talking to this girl today, and she got there and told me you can go through a whole situation. Well, who the fuck is this female you was talking to? All they caught was female. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all niggas act like females. Cut it out.
Ashton B, thank you for the $2. Ask him to break down the Boots versus his son.
I'm not gonna do that because I give away my whole game plan. I got him on lock. I promise you I do.
Loyal.
I ain't got nothing else. I got that nigga down pat.
Down pack, huh? Down
I
pack.
got that nigga down. I got him down pat. I got him
What you
down
think,
pat.
G?
Boots and 4.
And 4.
I got him down. Look, I got him down pat. I want you to remember this though. I want all y'all to remember this, and it's gonna come to fruition. A volume puncher is a power puncher's dream. I'm gonna leave it at that. A volume puncher is a power puncher's dream, because every time your hand leave your face, you gonna open somewhere. A volume puncher is a power puncher's dream. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Mill City, can you ask him what book did he read that in?
Not now one. I got my own mind, and I can come up with my own goddamn shit.
Lord T over Dinero, thank you for the $2. Norman lost money last night. You know they coming.
What that mean?
You lost money because you bet on Stanionis. They remember. They remember what you say, so they're gonna come back on.
Hold on. So nigga, you really get paid to tell me the obvious? So you think I won money last night, nigga?
Melvin, thank you for the $2. Norman Senior sounds like Schofield.
He said what? I sound like what?
He says Norman Senior sounds like Schofield.
Okay.
Senior and Auntie Sco have to be related. Thank you for the $2. Damn, they coming.
I'm not worried about these niggas, man.
Hunt, thank you for the $5.
Yeah, I thought they
Good buddy Taylor, thank you for the $2. Norman Jr. needs like 2 more fights before Boots.
He don't need nothing, but if Boots don't come, then he gonna end up getting him. But we waiting on him. We're not waiting. I'm sorry. We're willing and ready for him, but we ain't waiting on him. Just like I said, we ready. We ready. We're gonna do what we gotta do. He said himself. So can nobody say shit to us? He said himself. He don't know. He don't know what he gonna do. You got Eddie screaming, Terrence Crawford. No, that ain't gonna happen. You got Eddie's telling him to give us all. We don't know what's up with that. We ain't got time to wait for them. But we here. We here. You say you want to unify. You say you want to become undisputed. We right here.
Mill City.
Well, Greg did say he gonna call.
Yeah, he gonna call it. Ain't no excuses. Ain't no excuses.
Mill City. Could you tell Norman Senior when they go to Japan just to be careful and watch what they eat?
I couldn't even say tell Norman Senior what now.
He said when you go to Japan.
When you go to Japan, just make sure y'all watch what y'all eat.
He's looking out for
Make
you.
sure we watch what we eat.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't say he was going to Japan, but it's okay. Wherever we go in somebody's hometown, which y'all niggas wouldn't understand, y'all gotta have the favors. Y'all gotta have everybody on y'all side. But you know, when you did, because you came to my hometown, I appreciate you for that. Respect to you as a fighter. Your boy ain't. Maybe you need to teach that nigga something, because he ain't going nowhere. That nigga stay at home, locked and loaded, baby.
Question.
But you know, yeah, you're a road warrior. You maybe need to give some of that shit to that nigga. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think Boots is interested in fighting inside of a barn.
It ain't got to be in the barn. It could be in Vegas. He ain't interested in fighting in Vegas either. Vegas ain't big enough. Places in Vegas ain't big enough.
Vegas is perfect.
He gotta stay in Philadelphia.
I happen to like Vegas. Vegas is perfect.
It's beautiful. So tell him to come to Vegas. Let's get it. We would love that, but we know that ain't gonna happen. So that's why we ain't count on that. We need to count on it. We need to count on it. Let it be known that was an offer that was out there. We told them we'll take that same amount in Vegas. We told them that. But you already know that shit wouldn't happen because it wouldn't written in the first place. There's a lot that people don't know. But of course, they don't care to know it when you say it. They don't hear it because all they did was heard a smidget of what they wanted to hear, and there it was.
This is very amusing to me.
No excuses. Brian Norman, Jaron Ennis, before the end of 2025, the ball is in Jaron Ennis' court. Brian Norman Sr. right here on the phone telling you right now there is no excuses. We are willing and ready. We are not waiting. We are willing and ready. Call your boy Eddie. Call your people. Tell them niggas to bring that smoke. We ready.
Deggin the Gambler, thank you for the $5. Boots isn't even the most accomplished Philly welterweight. Cobbs beat a Hall of Fame Broner and a former champ Maurice Hooker. Norman versus Blair in Philly. At Brian Norman Sr.
Hey, look, right now, I feel you. Everybody got opinions, you know what I'm saying? Because all boxing is right now is opinionated. That's all it is, because when it comes to what a person actually achieved and what they done, I feel you. I feel what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? Because you could say Boots just won a lineal title, but he didn't even fight a number two guy in real life. He fought a fucking opinionated number two guy. You know what I'm saying? So, but I feel what you're saying. I feel what you're saying, and you got your opinion, and you know, Black Cobbs is a former opponent. I fought with him. I like him. I met him in person. You know, he cool people. We ain't got no problem fighting Black. It's just that's not the fight we're looking for right now. But later on, if possible, whatever, you know, it is what it is. We can't ain't no telling what the future will hold. And to chop on that real quick, that's another thing that I got to stop doing. So I got to, you know, that with me a little bit. Yeah. Like I said, with the certain situations, they come fight per fight. Like after my son's last fight, offers hit the table, and they were great offers. They hit the table. You feel me? So Zab, you know about that. You feel what I'm saying? When you have a fight, offers come to you that you didn't even think about, you didn't even fathom, and you know, I'm in here on my emotional shit. You feel what I'm saying? On my real nigga shit. When business wise, it may not make sense next week. You feel what I'm saying? Because the offer might hit. It's like, nigga, you can't pass that up. You know what I'm saying? So, but it is what it is. Yeah, it is what it is, though. You know, if that come out, I would choose the business over these, you know, special niggas anyway. But right now, we trying to get that work.
Brandon Alashik, thank you for the $15. Brother Alashik is here and asks Mr. Norman, why are him and his son avoiding my calls and this contract? I have an offer ready.
No, that's Turkey Alashik.
Yeah, Turkey Alashik.
Big Turk. Hey, Big Turk, break it up. I want to know that. I was thinking about that earlier today. That is so cool. It might be something going on with that. Think about this. Y'all just follow me here, man. This is the first time I've voiced this. Y'all just follow me here and tell me what y'all think. It's real cool with the Turk. He be doing the Riyadh season cards. He been having all these cards that need to be sealed up. Why can't he make a Boots Ennis and Brian Norman in Saudi Arabia? Why wouldn't he do something like that? Why can't he make a Boots Ennis and Barrios in Saudi Arabia and grow his guy platform? Why wouldn't he do that? Why does he feel the need to keep it in Philly or New Jersey, which is right down the street from Philly? Why is he feeling the need to keep it in the bag? I'm just curious. It don't make sense to me. Like, you got these other guys on that card. Shit, I know you got to play some Boots on that card. It don't. I mean, but again, you know, we don't know all the business situations or what, you know, like I said, Boots minimums are and what he got paid the opponents and shit. So I know all of that. But if Turk got the money, something ain't right there. Right there. Because Turk only wanted to deal with Boots when he was gonna fight Virgil Ortiz. That's what I'm saying. He didn't want to deal with Boots on nothing else.
Can I answer that?
That's what I'm saying.
Absolutely.
About a month ago, I talked to Turkey Alashik. He's just not interested in Brian Norman Jr.
Okay, but is he interested in Jaron Ennis?
Yes, but he's not interested in Brian Norman Jr.
So who? Right, that's fine. So who is he interested in Jaron Ennis fight? Virgil Ortiz?
Teofimo Lopez, Virgil Ortiz.
So that's what he's interested in him fighting?
Pop.
He's looking for something more challenging for Boots.
Oh, okay, but I can't hear who. Okay, but he don't want him to unify him to somebody undisputed. He don't want that.
He doesn't care about the titles.
Oh, okay. He's worried about it.
Okay. One more. Fly boy, thank you for the $10. Man, for one, I love both Brian Sr. and Bozy as black fathers, pushing and supporting their sons. Salute to them. Just pray none of them politics get in the way of this fight happening.
Right. I mean, hey man, me too. I mean, we taking the big risk. We taking the big risk doing what we doing the way we doing it. My ego tell me one way, but my mind tell me another way. But I got to go in the middle, and my boy is the one. My son is the one that made me go with me go, because he the one that got to get in the ring. He the one that got to fight. He the one that piped me back up. So I'm like, shit, my boy in there, and he on that type of energy. Just like always, I roll with him. I roll with him to Philly every time. I roll with him to Baltimore every time. I roll with him to California every time. I roll with him to Texas every time. I roll with him every Virginia. I roll with him everywhere we had to go. Getting that work by ourselves. I roll with him every single time, but I'm gonna keep doing it.
Millcity.
Mexico every time I rode with him everywhere he had to go.
Millcity. I'm sorry, fellas, but I have to go ahead and rest the machine. I'll talk to you guys another time. I want you all to be safe.
Make sure we get that work. Talk to y'all heard him. Y'all heard him. He gonna call Eddie in the morning. I want to update by tomorrow, motherfucker. Oh, they probably need to take their vacations and shit. Tell us by next week.
Say less, man. Any last words before you leave, Greg?
I just want all you brothers to be safe and be successful and get the best out of life. I'll talk to you guys later.
That's what we get, baby.
Appreciate you, man.
My guy.
Take it easy, brother. Smash the like button. We got over 628 people on the live. Good buddy Tail, thank you for the $2. Tell him to be honest. They don't want boots yet.
Oh my God.
Mm.
He must have came in late. I don't have time for no dumbass questions, bro. we just had a whole situation where Greg said he go call Eddie, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. You came in on the back end of some bullshit. You just one of the dummies that want to follow, bro. I don't know what to tell you. You just wasting your fucking money. You say how dumb as hell.
Clear more rain.
Hey, salute, senior. How you doing this evening? I see you in your
What's up? What's back?
So senior, last time you and Ennis had this public negotiation, it seemed like you already kind of tied with Derek Cuevas and
no, not at all. No, Derek Cuevas was talked about as a keep alive fight because we was pressing Top Rank for a fight because my son was supposed to fight 5 times last year. He didn't fight 5 times because he became a champion. World champions, the contract changes. They world champions, on ESPN, they got to be either headline ESPN or either co-main event on ESPN. They can't do on ESPN Plus no more. You can't put a world champion. You don't see no world champions fight on ESPN Plus or that platform like that. So anyway, what they did to get him a keep alive fight was Derek Quaver. That's what put a loophole in this whole situation. That's what shook this whole thing up. Okay, this is what we got. They had Keyshawn Davis a fight on in Virginia, a homecoming fight in Virginia, and they asked us that we want to be on the undercard. We said, hell yeah, we just want to fight. So when that happened, that was just talks. No contract was signed. Nothing was happening. I think a couple of days later, that's when this situation happened with Jaron Ennis about the turn it down and the offer came and everything. No. Before the turn it down situation, the offer came. The offer came from Jaron Ennis on a Sunday. So this probably happened like on Thursday or Friday with the Quavers. Mentioned it was like, yeah, we want it. So then, but again, nothing was signed. Then Top Rank brought to us, because all this go through Top Rank. It came through our promoter. So Top Rank brought us, hey, they calling for a fight. We were like, but I thought they wanted undisputed because me and Bowles had already talked about that. So anyway, I was like, hell yeah, we'll take it, but not for that money. We started negotiating this and that, and that's where it started. So the Derek Quavers fight was not signed, sealed, and delivered yet at all.
Okay. So that being said, the money you were trying to make your son a millionaire, or you give him $1 million.
Millionaire. No. Yeah. You come out with the Well, what it is as simple as this. It's as simple as this. Jaron Ennis, even now to this day, last year at that time, and now to this day at that time, is the biggest fight in the welterweight division for anybody right now. So we were fighting him. My son had his own trajectory of what he had to do or what he was going to face. And they was going to make a whole plan this year, right here, of what they was going to do. But then this for the ESPN situation happened and everything else, and the deal was coming up. And they was going, that's how they do it at the beginning of the year. They figure out their dates, they get their dates together. And, that's how they plan you out at the beginning of the year, what you want to do. So when that fight came, like, damn, this is the biggest fight that could be made in the welterweight division. If you take the biggest fight that could be made in the welterweight division by X amount of dollars, what you're doing is telling your promoter you'll fight for cheap. You feel me? We had already bet on ourselves in San Diego with Giovanni Santillon. We had already did that. We already made, we had already did that. We had already became a world champion. So now we had the junction where we said, okay, do we do this shit again? So I'm like, damn, that's 3 times. That's not 3 times. That's a 2-time world champion at 23 years old before you're 24. That's what the date would have been. My son turned 24 on November 23rd. So he was like, hell yeah, let's take that. So we was like, cool. We wanted to take the fight, but the money wasn't right. So then, we had a number in our head. We was doing what we doing. Cool. We came to an agreement on the number. Then they got in across the street fee came in that we didn't know about. I think it's 25% or 20%. I can't remember what it was. That's $300,000, $400,000, $300,000, $350,000. So we like, bro, fuck. You know what I'm saying? So that threw the whole monkey wrench in the thing. They're like, all right, well, shit, I want my son to at least walk away with a motherfucking million. You're going to take the biggest fight because you're going to take this fight for like under $1 million for $800,000. And let me say this is before taxes. Ain't nobody said nothing about after tax. You know what I'm saying? I said he would still get taxed on that same money. That's what I said. The niggas, all niggas heard was taxes because they didn't understand the rest. But anyway, so anyway, that's what happened with that situation. So we was like, damn, you know what I mean? That's saying my son will fight for cheap. You know, he will fight the biggest fight he could fight for a cheap amount of money. So we was like, damn, that shit don't make no motherfucking sense. So what are you telling your promoters that you will fight, you know, kill female for? What are you telling your promoter? I'm just giving an example. What would you tell your promoter you'll fight, you know, but all the other welterweights for? So you're really capping yourself out at it if you do that and fight the biggest fight for that amount of money. So it was a business decision to not lowball yourself as a whole. That was it.
Okay.
So look, that being said, I recall that you basically were mentioning that your son was a young champion and didn't have the pressure on him to make these big fights right now. There was a trajectory and a plan that you and Top Rank had on how you were going to develop your son and move him forward. So, you know, you were really doing Boots a favor at that time, it seemed.
There you go. Right. So we said they needed us. Yeah, go ahead.
Right. So that being said, now it seems like you guys are way more motivated and seeming like you have way more vested interest in this fight happening now. Like, not just doing Boots a favor, especially since he's collected a second belt and become a unified champion.
We want him. Yes, sir.
Right.
Personal.
So that being said, when it comes time to come to the negotiation table and to make this fight happen, are we going to be dealing with you negotiating from the point of view now where it's not a favor that you're doing, where this is a big fight?
Absolutely. Yeah. Hell no, that ain't a favor. No, it ain't a favor no more. No, it's not a favor at all. No, it's not a favor. Hell no, it ain't a favor. We want this. No, yeah,
right,
first of all, it's not me negotiating. I'm not my son manager no more. Let me put this out there. I haven't been my son manager in 2022. I'm not my son manager no more. I'm just his father, and of course I'm going to advise him the best I can do, whatever. So you know what I'm saying? I'm not doing that shit through social media and everything everywhere else. But no, as a whole, we ain't worried about none of that shit. There's no reason this fight shouldn't get done. There was no reason it shouldn't have got done last time. Again, it was just a few $100, and guess you just heard Boots say he gave that up for Stanionis this time.
My big question is, will you be willing to compromise and concede and negotiate, come to the table and work inside of the budget that's there for the fight, not worrying about Turkey Island Sheik, but just dealing with the budget after the fight? Will you be willing to do what needs to be done?
Of course. We got to be
the priority. Still, again.
We ain't We ain't finna negotiate that on Instagram. You ain't hearing on Facebook or YouTube or whatever. You feel me? But no, we haven't invested. I got you. But I'm telling you, there's no reason the fight should happen. That's all I can tell you. I'm not gonna say this, but I'm not gonna do that. You feel what I'm saying? Because we don't be the made it by the time we get there.
It just seemed like the last time you were willing to walk away because you didn't need it. But it seems like
it wasn't even that. No, you gotta understand this. It wasn't even necessarily that you didn't need it. You look at it this way. I come at you. You doing something. You over there working. You wherever you at right now doing. You working right. And I come get you. I don't know you from a can of paint. I come get you. And I say, hey, bro, come over here and help me, man. You got something going on, and once you get where you're going, you're going to make what you get. You're going to be where when you get where you're going, you're going to be straight. But you're not straight now. I'm over here. I'm straight, right? But I come over and say, hey, bro, look, I need to take you up the path, and I need you to come over and help me out. You're like, damn, bro, I'm over here doing something real quick. You feel nah, but I'm going to give you this amount of money. But then you be like, shit, nigga, okay, well, I'm going to need more than that. But do this for me because then you work it to me. Nah, nigga, fuck that. This is all I'm going to give you. Think about how disrespectful that is. I come to you. You didn't come to me. We didn't go to them. I come to you. I snatch you about what the fuck you got going on. You feel what I'm saying? I make you an offer, and then I go to telling you what the fuck you want. Nigga, fuck you. It's principle over everything too. I'm a very powerful man if y'all ain't never noticed. You don't tell a nigga what you gonna give me. Fuck what you gonna give me. You don't tell me what you're going to give me. You don't tell me what I'm worth. You don't do that.
Well,
you don't come get me and ask me to do you a fucking favor.
Going into this next situation, trying to put this fight together, is making the fight the priority over everything.
The fight is the priority. The fight is the priority. I just told you I'm not going to negotiate this shit on Instagram. I ain't nobody manager.
No, we're not negotiating. I just want to know your intentions as far as...
There's no reason the fight should happen. What I need y'all to do, because apparently nobody's doing it. I check the comments on myself to see. What I need y'all to do is spam Boots. Tell him, make the fight. Just like he did with Stanionis. He did whatever he had to do to make the fight. Tell him to make the fight. Tell him. Why don't somebody go to him and tell him?
Well, Greg is gonna call Eddie Hearns in the morning. That is a good.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. No, fuck that. No, fuck that. The fans need to hold this nigga accountable. Look, my son went through. They thought people thought my son didn't call him out. They thought my son didn't call out the winner. I had to go back and show niggas. Oh, he ducking. He ain't calling him out. Yes, the fuck he did. But when Bush didn't call nobody out, everything quiet, everything good. Hold the nigga feet to the fire. Say what you want, nigga. Don't say it with your chest. Hold the nigga feet to the same fire you hold the other person to. He a grown ass, old ass man. Hold his feet to the fire. He know what the fuck he want to do. I mean, I'm gonna take a vacation. I'm gonna go party. I'm gonna go out there and chill with my family. Get the fuck out of here, nigga. Hold his feet to the fire. Go spam him. Tell him to fight us.
Looking forward to seeing this come together. I definitely want to see you guys.
Absolutely.
Without a doubt. So I wish you guys both the best of luck, man. I hope everything works out in everybody's favor. And as a fan, I hope we end up winning when it's all said and done, no matter what. So that's our fight.
All right, I appreciate you. I'm looking forward to it too. There's no reason why it shouldn't happen.
Yes, sir. I believe
it. Yeah.
David say I'm right. Thank you for the $2 now. Belts don't matter. Junior by KO. Bet the house.
Right.
Good evening to you guys, man. Appreciate you letting me up, man.
You already, man. You got nothing else?
No, I mean, not really. That's why I just want to see the negotiations kind of work out. I mean, what's the chances of you guys going to Japan and get stock? You're going to go see stock real quick this summer?
I mean, it's ultimately my son's decision. You know what I'm saying? Me and my boy, we talked, candidly, he was on vacation or whatever. I think he just got back, but now I'm gone. I'm on vacation right now. So, I talked to him, in passing a few times over the phone. So we don't know really. Well, I don't right now. Of course I do, but I don't. You know what I'm saying? But, it is what it is. I don't really know.
That's a big money fight, though, right? Right, senior? Going to Japan to fight?
That's money.
Yeah, so I'm expecting to see you guys in Japan. That being said, good luck out there. Don't fumble the ball in Japan. Bring it back home so that we can see this big fight with Boots.
All right, big dog.
All right. Salute. See you guys later. Peace. Absolutely.
For sure.
See you later, my guy. See you later.
You already. Yeah, man. Salute to everybody that has tapped in on this live, man. Definitely a good one.
As always.
Of course, right?
Do you think what I said today made any sense to anybody? The earlier today, them niggas was crazy. Them niggas didn't hear nothing. Them niggas was 1.0.
Yo, they were going nuts. I loved it.
Them niggas was crazy.
I loved every second of it.
What are you talking about? You just said what?
Smash that like button, y'all.
Hey, man, it's cold outside, but I walk around. I gotta go back in this spot, man. I'm holler at y'all.
No, do your thing, senior.
All
do your thing.
Okay, dog. Hey, Zab. Okay. All right. All right.
My God. Hell of a segment so far, Soup. I'm telling you. Soup, we should start this back up because I've been trying to tap people in on the live and then it won't let me. Let's get it. Let's get people's attention. Let's get it. Smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't subscribed to the channel yet. It's your boy Mills from Millcity Boxing. If you guys want to call in on the call-ins, we are live on Millcity on Instagram. You guys are more than welcome to tap in. Appreciate all the donations. I really appreciate you guys, man. You guys are really making me want to continue to keep pushing and going hard each and every day, just by all the appreciation. Really do. Become a member of Millcity Boxing as well. It's another way to support the channel. But we got a good one here, man. We got Soup back in action. Zab's been like, you know what I mean? He's back in action now, so gotta like that. Nevertheless, David Salim, thank you for the $2 as well. Really appreciate you. What do you guys believe in this situation? How do you feel like it all plays out? Do you feel like we get the do we get the Brian Norman Jr. and Jaron Boots Ennis fight by the end of the year? Or do you feel like, I don't know, do you feel like this fight is not going to materialize? And eventually Jaron Boots Ennis will move out of the weight class, be at 154 pounds. Do you guys feel like this fight materializes? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. I'm also gonna put up a poll up here. Brandon, thank you for the $10. Philly Showtime, TSA Boots in 5. I like it.
This Jeff from Texas. I got something to say.
What's going on, champ? How you doing?
Pretty good, man. You do a good job, Bills. I've been watching your thing for about 2 weeks. Well, now about 3-4 weeks. Your show, your live is pretty good, everybody. Senior, everybody. Zab, everybody. Y'all do a good job. But I'll say this, man, from a boxing perspective, like, I know it's not the 80s or 90s no more. We got to use social media, promoters lying, people got to get on live. Like, I just really wish it was like UFC and Dana White when they just make everybody fight or you get stripped. And it's pretty sad, and this is no disrespect to Senior, but it's pretty sad that he got to get on social media promoting something so hard when it's really like from the top. If they don't fight, you strip their belt. That's what it really should be in boxing, but I guess the powers to be with Turk and all them or whatever. But that's pretty sad, man, because it wasn't like that before.
Yeah. I mean, do you feel like the fight will materialize this year?
I mean, it's become like a 1.7, 250,000. Like, get these dudes in the ring, they are up the top. Like, they're at the top of the division. Like, I don't know. This is crazy. It's like WWE, man. It's like, I don't know.
And it don't seem like Boots is willing to give up some of his purse for Jaron.
Exactly.
Right? It seems like that.
Yeah, because it's almost like their dad's got to speak to them, and then like Ernest speaks for Boots, and it's just like a lot of politics. Like, I don't know.
Lots of politics.
Like Boots don't even make sense. Like he with his Philly accent, you know what I mean? I go, I just go that way. I mean? Like, who you want to fight, Boots? Like, let the people know. Like, we putting in the money on Daz and we doing all this stuff. And you ain't getting the people what they want to see.
We got Super Zab Judah. So Zab, talk to me, man. Do you feel like the Brian Norman Jr. and Jaron Boots Ennis fight materializes this year?
I don't know.
You feel the temperature?
Yeah. I don't personally think this fight will happen this year. No. I think it's gonna happen, but not this year. I think Boots' future is already planned out. You know what I'm saying? They already know where they're going with Boots. They know who he's fighting. This next September or whatever coming up next. And then after that, that's his last fight for the year. And they'll be looking forward to the next year. So anything this year, no, I don't see Brian Norman Jr. and the Boots in this fight in the horizon right now. But out of nowhere, we never know.
It ain't gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
Because let me tell you why. Could be a possibility because it could be for the undisputed championship of the world, and because he has the other title, unifying the titles makes sense.
Yeah, but what about the Mexican boy from San Antonio? He ain't gonna fight nobody. You know, Barrios.
No, he gonna fight. He gonna fight.
Who he gonna fight? Jake Paul? He gonna fight Jake Paul?
He'll fight somebody in the weight class.
Nah, because I want to say he paid like $2 million on Jake Paul's card. So he really ain't gonna try to fight one of them because they're not gonna put up the money. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know. He was just on Jake's Paul card when he fought Tyson.
Yeah.
What you said, Soup? So, I like the fight though. I want it to happen. I think that that's probably the best fight for Boots right now at welterweight is Brian Norman. But I would definitely love to see him fight Fundora at 54 or Virgil Ortiz at 54. But other than that, at 47, if Barrios ain't gonna give him a shot, and I'm gonna actually be talking to Bob Santos tomorrow, so we'll be having some answers to see what direction is Mario Barrios gonna be going.
Because nobody know that dude. Like he ain't speaking, he ain't doing nothing.
I mean, Pacquiao fight. Do you blame him? I mean, that's a money fight.
Pacquiao like 55. Ooh, I mean, damn.
Kyron Davis in the building. What's going on, Kai?
What's up?
We got Soup here. What you thought about the fight, man?
Boots.
Yeah.
He looked great. He looked explosive, strong. Looked great. I'm proud of him.
Did a good job, right?
Yeah, he did a real good job.
Did a great job.
Tell me, what you think about, him and Brian Norman? Do you feel like that fight happens this year?
I don't know. I got. It's hard to say because there's no way in the world. I don't see Brian Norman beating Boots at all. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's a very risky fight. Because Brian Norman kind of sit on top ranking and just kind of like sit around and wait for Boots to go up. He can kind of avoid it. He's not mandated to like take that hard fight that he's not gonna win. You know what I'm saying?
So, hold on, Kyle. Are you saying he gonna play Boots to his time?
I think management. I don't think that him himself. I don't know him, but like as a fighter mentality, I wouldn't want to do nothing like that. But management might be like, you know what? It's hard for him to make weight. Let's just wait it out. He's gonna have to drop that belt.
I mean, we've been on with his father, and his father saying that Brian Norman.
Yeah, but his dad is the voice, though. He's gonna say what he gotta say.
Yeah.
He's gonna say all the great things. You know what I mean? Hey, you gotta see action. You gotta see. You know what I mean? Like, it gotta make sense.
Do you think his dad would speak for his son's actions?
No. I think his dad is speaking, as a representation of his son, but that has nothing to do with what his son wants to do. But his son is gonna go with the plan. His father seemed like a smart person. He know how to market his son. His son is not as vocal as he is. He's gonna market his son, and then whatever that game plan is. I'm not saying that they're going to duck him, but I think that's definitely a possibility. Because I don't see him beating Boots. I think
no shot.
I think that the Barrios fight can happen before that fight. Just because I know Barrios, and he's not a scary type of, you know what I'm saying? He would get in there and try to make history. And plus, you got to think about the guys he's been in there with. been there with Thurman. He's been there with Javante Tank Davis. He's used to big fights. He likes risky fights, and he's showing that he can lose and come back and win again. You know what I mean? He's not scared of losing. He'll risk it. You know, I could see that fight happening a little bit before I see that Brian Norman fight, just because he still got that. He's still young. He's still trying to keep his career intact. I mean, as you can see, like Stanionis not gonna be the same after that fight. You know, he got the soul took Saturday.
But I mean, he wasn't ready to fight.
Yeah, he was ready to fight, but when he got in there, he changed his mind.
So. He had a baby on the way. It's a lot of other stuff into it.
Nah, he was ready to fight. He was ready to fight. When he got in that ring, that's when he decided. He didn't even decide. He just found out that he could keep up. He's gonna keep up. You know,
Speed and power.
Yeah, bro. That's a lot. That's a lot. He was going up. He was going under. He was stepping to the side. He couldn't land the shots he was trying to land. That was a lot for Stanionis. A lot.
We got another legend in the house, Corey Spinks.
What's up with you, my dude?
What's going on, bro?
What about chilling?
Talk to me. I know you seen the Boots fight.
Man, Boots looked good, man.
Yeah.
Man, that was a master boxing session, man. He fought that dude how he's supposed to be fought. Broke him down, took his time breaking him down. Wasn't too flashy. He did what he had to do, man, and handled his business, man. He did his thing, man.
No.
He used his jab beautifully, man. He basically broke him down with the jab.
Mm-hmm. And the body shots, right?
Yeah, man. That was a beautiful, masterful, man. He did his thing, man.
Who you want to see him in there with next?
Oh no, man. He might. You never know. He might move up.
Some people in the chat saying they want to see him in there with Charlo.
That'll be a good one.
Right?
Yeah, that'll be a good fight, though.
Kai, what you think?
At 54?
Yeah, 54 for sure.
Yeah, that'll be a good fight.
That'd be a good fight. I like that.
Boots and Charlo.
Yeah, that'll be a good ass fight.
Who you think takes that?
He outboxes Charlo easily.
Yeah? What you see? What you see?
I think he tries to put a little hurt on Charlo.
Oof.
No. I think he will.
He would start that way. But I think he'll end up because he gonna have to put some hurt on him. You just can't give the Charlos that confidence just to keep coming forward.
Yeah, but that's not even. You gotta think about how Tony Harrison was boxing and turning Charlo. Charlo loads up on all his punches. You know what I mean?
Listen, he does. He can be outboxed, but I think Tony Harrison and Boots they different fighters though. You know.
Yeah, but it's like having that boxing ability with the offensive prowess that Boots has. You know what I'm saying? It's like when you're making you pay, you really making you pay. You know what I'm saying?
But the thing about Boots puts his punches together a little better than Tony Harrison though.
Mm.
He has a better offense.
Yeah, his arsenal.
He's a little bit more accurate.
I don't think that Charlo.
And he's more creative too.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think Charlo beats Boots at all.
You say what?
I don't think he beats Boots at all. I don't think
that's a statement win though. That's a huge win if he could stop Charlo.
That's a huge win, but
for Boots.
That'll be the win.
I think he need a name.
It's a huge win for Charlo too at this point in his career. If he was
I think Boots need
deal breaker.
A name on his record though. Boots don't have a name on his record that everybody considers somebody. You know, I think he need to put a name on his record though.
I don't think it's gonna be easy for him to get a name because
people going to fight him.
Ain't nobody stupid. Everybody see what they can see. Everybody see what we see. You know what I'm saying? And if it ain't worth the money, you know, Boots is a star but is he a superstar yet? Not yet.
Cause these niggas pussies, man.
Yeah.
These niggas pussies.
Basically.
These niggas, man, they scared that nigga, that's what we box for. Fuck it. Why wouldn't you want to fight the best?
Yeah.
Shit. These niggas pussies. That's what it is.
Yeah.
What it
Pussy
is.
ass niggas,
man. Okay. Corey Spinks in the house.
I guess that's St. Louis coming out of.
Yeah, I see that, Southern. James Benitez, thank you for the 2-piece. Boots versus Josh Taylor. Both Matrim. Damn, Josh Taylor. That's a bad fight for Josh Taylor. But I can see why he's saying it because that's a guy that Eddie got.
How you get pieced
Well,
up?
does Eddie got him? I don't know if Eddie got him. He's been with Top Rank.
He gets pieced up though.
No.
I can't see them putting no goddamn Josh Taylor in goddamn Boots right now.
There's no shit. What's that, like a 1-rounder, 2-rounder?
No way, Jose.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I agree with that, man.
At that point, Taylor's just doing it for the bag.
No, Taylor's doing it for suicide.
As well.
But the thing is, who's left at 47?
Because you don't want to have your debut at 47 with Boots.
But who's left at 47?
I mean, at 47, we got Brian Norman Jr. He's the WBO champion. Who you have? Barrios. You know,
who, Barrios?
Mario Barrios is the WBC champion. Toilet meat. You hear him, Soup?
Damn, nasty work.
Toilet meat. Shit.
What's up with you, Zizzle?
Club, my guy. Club.
Man, what you doing? Eating, man?
You could tell. You could tell. He's like, I'm gonna have dinner.
Man, that ain't man. No, but man, Bush needs to. He needs to put a name on his record, though, man. He needs that. He needs that.
What if he's not follow up?
Oui.
Shit. Hey, well, that's shit. That boosts his level, you know. He knocked Charlo ass out. That's very good.
Very, very good.
Shit. Straight up.
He looks spectacular right now.
Because hold up, ain't this the Charlo? Because if he knock out that Charlo, ain't that's the one that Canelo fought?
Yes.
Yeah, shit. Canelo ain't knock him out. Shit.
Right.
So what that say?
Yeah.
But also, he can be damn as good. So Canelo could have softened him up for it, you know.
Because he haven't fought since then, right?
No, he haven't, man.
Right.
Man, it's crazy, man. What happened to these Charlos, though, man? It seemed like both of them just fell off the map. I know one was dealing with that mental, his mental, but it seemed like, shit, both of them then fell into the shit, man.
Yeah.
It do, man. It really do feel like both of them mental is kind of there, man.
Big facts, big facts. New caller coming in.
Oh, this mother got it. Who's this? Kung Fu Joe, baby.
New caller.
Hey, salute to you, Millcity, and to the champ. If that's Corey Spinks still on, I think. Salute to you, man.
Yep. You got Zab Judah on as well.
Hey, shout out to the legend himself. Another one. Him and Spinks. I talked to you down here in Atlanta, Spinks. You probably don't remember you and Zab Judah at the celebrity boxing match.
The Zab had.
Yeah. Yeah. What I want to say about Boost is I just feel like when I look at the Errol Spence Sean Porter fight, when they start to collect the belts, I feel like Errol Spence fight with Sean Porter was much more, in my opinion, entertaining because I think he's a better fighter than Stanionis. Boost look amazing in there, man. He looks sharp, but I don't think many of us was grading him as a 50-50 opposition to go in there and beat Boost. You know?
No, nobody wasn't, but he was a dangerous fighter because he's a puncher. You know, he packs a good punch, and Boots had to fight him like that because he looked as strong. He looked as strong as hell. So
you talking about Stanionis?
Yes.
Yeah, he looked strong.
But that's what I'm saying. He did what he had to do to break him down. He couldn't just go in there and play with him. So he had to use his jab, break him down, broke him down by the body, as a matter of fact, and did what he had to do, man. That was a masterful performance, man.
It was a masterful performance, and unfortunately,
you can't get in there and blow everybody out.
Yeah, true. But I'm looking at he had the performance to unify, but you would agree that Boost looked like he was like 60, 160. He looked big up in there. So I'm not curious how long he has left at 147 because he's a big welterweight right now.
Yeah, of course. That's what they were saying. Like
he didn't have the second day weigh-ins this time around.
Yeah, correct. They didn't have the rematch. The IBF rehydration clause.
Yeah, they didn't. They
that
shouldn't have that shit any motherfucking way, man. I couldn't stand that shit.
Yeah, well,
I bet y'all happy. It's a lot of stuff y'all don't have to stand no more.
That shit, man. You gotta watch what the fuck you eat still, cause you can't be within. You gotta be within the 10 pounds and all that shit. They want to get a little fat.
Trying to get that.
I want to get your take. You're going to be dying over there. They're going to get a little fat. Hey, Mill, what you think? What's next, man? I heard somebody on here say that they don't foresee that fight taking place in the future with this year with Norman and Boots. Do you foresee it happening in 2026? Because both of them have, I think, Norman is going over to Japan, and Eddie Hearns mentioned Boots fighting Gilsall next. Do you think it's going to happen 2026 at least for another unification?
Shoot, I mean, you seen in the same breath, right? He said, moving up in the division as well, right, Eddie?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So it's like, kind of like what Zab said earlier, they kind of got like a plan for him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If Barrios, like I said earlier, we're going to be having Bob Santos on tomorrow morning, talking about the Barrios situation. But in the same token, I could see it happening at 126. I mean, I could see it happening at 147. But the thing about it is that it seems to me that Boots probably gonna need big names. He's like carrying some of these names. You know what I mean? Because he's selling gates.
Because look,
it's not doing him much. He
listen, no, because Boots want to be
besides the titles,
big names. He want to be mentioned with them big names
before they leave.
Right, he got to make the big name moves because he want to start getting paid big paper.
Then you
when he fought Barrios next to get it out the way, just
narrow it down so we can get this undisputed in 2026.
But the thing is, that's not a big paper fight. And Barrios really ain't no name to me. Not a big enough name.
So how you supposed to become undisputed? He don't beat Barrios.
Got that? You got that winner of Conor Ben and Chris Eubank Jr. That's Eddie's guys right there. And if
so he's gonna insert them in there with Barrios.
I mean, you see the play though, right? Because you see how they get, and Conor Ben used to having the weight.
What weight class is Conor Ben them?
He's supposed to be a 47-pounder, man, but he's fighting at a catch weight with Eubanks Jr.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So he's already a smaller man than Boots. Him being, him having a head start at the weight class might help him and get the edge, because who knows, he might not even get the Barrios fight either.
But I got Boots stopping Barrios too.
Yeah, he didn't got beat up his last couple of fights. I agree.
It would also determine like who's Norman gonna fight in 2025, right? And what statements does he bring? Because I feel like that's gonna dictate if we get, that fight early 2026, and if not, probably the ship has sailed.
Yeah.
If he doesn't get those performances.
They say Brian might be fighting Jen Sasaki over Japan.
Possibility.
I don't think that we don't have it yet. That itself. Man, these people thinking it's easy going across seas and fighting, man.
It ain't Corey. I ain't lying.
Man, that shit, man. Listen to me, bro. That shit ain't easy, bro, because if it's not shown in the United States, they can do anything they want to.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
They can do anything they want to, man.
And from the time I was over there about 7 years in Japan, and I know the drug testing is over there. I know when I was back there in the 90s, the drug testing was like non-existent. They was on their own rules.
Yeah, man, because when I fought in Italy, man, that shit, man, I was spooked. I'm not going to even lie. I was spooked because I was around mafia that was banned from the United States.
Mm-hmm. And this will control the Japanese fight game. The Yakuza controls the Japanese fight game.
Yeah, man, fuck that. They better try to keep it in the United States.
Coach Anthony says, let's be real. We are ready for Boots to go to 154 to fight those guys. I like those fights because he's going to be fighting guys more his size. And I think his skills will take it away. I think he got the skills for it. Yeah. But some of those guys leave obstacles.
He got to follow the train, man. Yeah. Everybody that left, that was at 54 that left. Everybody that he can really make some money with, didn't bounce.
Especially now that all these networks, they're working together now, to create the big fights, and not just putting all these big fights for Turkey Al Sheikh to make.
Shit, tell him to fight Keith Thurman, old lad.
Yeah. Big Charles Conwell or Charlo at 54, moving up. That would be a good fight.
That's a fire fight, bro.
I think he's gonna fight somebody over in Japan or somewhere.
Charlo?
No,
Conwell.
Oh, I thought Charlo was a champion of resets. I thought he was coming back real soon to fight.
Where'd you hear that, Corey?
What'd you say?
You said Keith Thurman fighting where?
Supposed to be fighting somewhere across seas.
Oh yeah. Because he's in Australia. Because he just fought.
Yeah, in Australia somewhere.
Yeah.
What about that recess?
But that's probably gonna be Tim Zoo.
What you said, my man? The recess champ?
Yeah, I was wondering. I thought Mel Charlo would be coming back, returning to 154, since he was a champion at recess to fight one of the bigger names.
What the fuck is the recess? What's that?
Champion in recess.
Hey, what the fuck is that?
So, champion in recess means that so say you have like a layoff and you're the champ.
My ass.
And so they give an opportunity for the interim, right? There's like a certain time frame that the interim could be regular champion, but with that time frame, you will be champion of recess till that time comes, depending on the section and body.
But you know that's some slick shit right there.
So basically, you can pause your championship time now.
Boy, that's some slick shit right there, boy.
Crazy.
So they let a motherfucker slide right there, act like he the champ until the real champ come back and fight.
Right.
You like that?
Fuck out of here.
Right. So
for these belts, boy, they win it.
Go on vacation. The champ go on vacation. Loan his belt out to somebody else. Let them work. When he ready to come back, he come back.
But you know what that's some slick shit for these belts, boy. To make this money until this motherfucker, the cash cow come back, and he can make us more money with the belt. Let's give him back the belt, and he can make more money with us.
Talk to him.
Oh my God, these.
That's why I say you could put your belt on pause.
That's some bullshit, bro. What's wrong with these people, bro?
Who wrote this? Who agreed to this?
You think that waters down the sport?
What?
Hey,
coming from. This what
I wonder. Hey, listen. This what I wonder though. This what I wonder.
Mm-hmm.
Do they still give them a map out on what's been taken out their purse? I wonder. You remember that, Zab?
Yeah, like a readout,
like after you fight, they'll give you a piece of paper of everything that came out of your purse.
Right.
I wonder, do they still get that?
They have to. You got to show your losses. I mean, you can't just tell me, "Oh, I took out 300,000." I'm gonna ask you why and where.
Yeah. You know, they show everything. They show everything that came out of your shit.
Hey, Warriors, I'm gonna let y'all get back to it. Hey, Millcity, continue to do your thing, man. You kind of remind me of a professor when you're up here doing this boxing shit, man. But don't change a thing, man.
Thank you, bro. I really appreciate it.
You, bro. Peace.
Salute. Thank you for coming on.
No doubt.
Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't subscribed to the channel yet. Also, subscribe to Before Champ, Super Zab Judah's YouTube channel. So what's cracking, legends? Talk to me. Other than this welterweight division, man, obviously we got to see David Benavidez, get his title now at 175 pounds. What do you guys think about him fighting Bevo?
I like that. I like that.
I was always against David Benavidez going up a weight class, fight guys. I just feel like he's giving away so much in him just to go up and give these guys an opportunity. You know what I'm saying? I feel like guys got a better opportunity with David going up than when David is at where he's at now.
Yeah. I agree with that.
Yeah, he was going up, man. It's pretty, you got to be, if you ain't saturated to the weight, you ain't ready for it, you ain't 100% content with that weight on your body, then
that's true, because it makes him the smaller guy. I'm a teenager right now. Zab.
So Zab, this is what good buddy Taylor. This is the guy that he's like, yo, put me on with Zab. Put me on with Zab. He's my legend.
Bro. Fucking Zab Judah. I like Corey too, but Zab, bro, it's like, bro, I'm excited. I ain't gonna lie, I'm teenaging a little bit, bro. Like, it's one of my favorite fighters. Hey, what kind of exercise regimens did you used to do? That used to give me like, how the fuck could you so quick and so strong, bro? That used to give me like, this nigga was like, it's fucking incredible to me. I swear to God, bro.
Like, I ain't never seen a fighter like Zab. He was cut different, bro.
Appreciate you. Hey, boy, hey.
No, I appreciate you too, bro. Hey, but you, I got to see going up, the 140 division,
Shit.
147,
Yo, cam up, guys. Cam up.
Hey, you know what? Ain't nothing like it used to be, bro. You know what? Back when Zab fought, bro, you had Cotto, Zab, Mayweather, Margarito ended up coming out, even though he was a big ass fucking cheater. Paul Williams, Mosley. Pacquiao, y'all have fucking fighters at 147 now. I mean, they putting out this shit like Boot. I don't think Boot's power is like they wanted to be, and like how he kept getting hit with that left today. I don't remember the fighters like in my time getting smacked with the same punch over and over like that again. You know what I mean? I mean, he's not the only one. Like the way Terrence kept getting hit with that right straight when he fought Madrimov, that shit threw me off a little bit. I actually think Norman Jr. I think in like 2 or 3 years, I think he'd be a great fight for Boots. I just don't think he's ready now, if you my opinion. But back to Zab, bro. Zab, you was fucking amazing, man. I'm like a motherfucker, bro. And you don't understand like the shit like, bro, when you fought Mayweather, that was during my grandmother's funeral. But my whole family, my grandma had 17 kids. All her kids had kids. One of her kids had 17 kids. So we was all sitting in the room that day, and that riot when it broke out, bro, that was like one of the most exciting shit ever, bro. That fight, I even watched the fight when you fought what's up boy who fought Gotti? What the fuck was that name? Ward.
Mickey Ward.
When you fought Andre Ward.
Mickey Ward. Mickey Ward.
Yeah, that fucking body, yeah.
Oh my God. Hey, man, listen, you gotta appreciate a fan like this though, man.
100%.
You know what I'm saying?
I watched both y'all fights, bro. That was a good ass fight. I love how y'all had that respect for each other at the end of the fight. That was a beautiful thing. Like, even though you say that's what gets me about Shakur and what the fuck is his name? Keyshawn. You know what I'm saying? If people like y'all can show that much love for each other, get in the ring, fight each other, and make money with each other.
No, listen.
They want to do.
I'm glad. Hey, listen. I'm glad you mentioned that, man, because this is a sport, bro, and this also a brotherhood, nigga. We want to see who's the best. You know what I'm saying? This ain't no kissy hand type shit to be like, man, this is my brother. I never fight him.
Yeah, that part.
This is a sport, man. I don't agree with that too. Them saying they'll never fight each other and shit like that. That's some pussy shit right there, though.
That's weird. It's weird as hell. Like y'all in the sport to fight. Like why the fuck is y'all fighting? Man, Shakur, they picked me off so much with that shit. Like,
listen, bro, if that's not your blood brother, I can understand if that was your blood brother.
That part, for $1 million, I'll beat my cousin ass. I don't give a fuck,
man. They don't. Just because you fight someone doesn't mean you're enemies. This is a sport. You got to treat this shit like it's basketball or something, man. You know what I'm saying? We like if we was basketball players, nigga, I want to see if I'm better than you. You know what I'm saying?
That part.
This just a boxing is just a physical sport. You know what I'm saying? I want to test my skills against your skills. That's why like some boxers some boxers be scared, but you're not supposed to be scared in boxing. I understand you can lose your life, but you got to be confident in your ability. You know what I'm saying? To protect yourself. You know? But that shit that they be saying to myself, oh man, we too cool. We'll never fight each other. That's some pussy.
That's my best friend. I'll never fight my best friend.
Man, I fought my best friend twice. And listen, we were from the same gym. We fought once in just a pro amateur fight, and then we met in the Junior Olympics in the finals. We from the same gym. We just fought the same weight class. And nobody beat us in our city, so we'll always end up fighting each other and shit.
That's St. Louis, right?
Yeah, but now this friend I'm talking about now, he was better in basketball,
but he's the first black owner of a Chinese food restaurant in the state of Missouri.
That's funny as hell in a way.
It's called Lefty. So if y'all ever go to St. Louis, go try out Lefty's fried rice.
Lefty's fried rice.
Lefty's fried rice.
Yeah, it's fire. He's getting a lot of publicity, but a lot of people, everybody that go to St. Louis, bro, celebrities and all that, they go to his restaurant, bro, because he's the first black owner of a Chinese food restaurant there.
That's crazy.
It's fire though, man. Because when y'all go there, anytime y'all in St. Louis, y'all gotta try the St. Paul. It's a sandwich called the St. Paul. Don't no Chinaman in the country sell it, but in St. Louis.
What's on it?
Anything you want.
It's just like that. It's fire.
You know what egg foo young is?
Yeah, I know what egg foo young is.
That's what it is. But it's on the sandwich. But it's a way they cook it to make it into a sandwich.
Matt.
But St. Louis is the only city that sell it.
I've never been to St. Louis in my life.
You don't want to go either.
You said I don't want to go?
Hell no, you don't want to go. That motherfucker terrible, bro.
I want to get to New York in May. I want to go see that fight with Ryan Garcia in them fights. That's like my next big thing. So I think Barbosa and motherfucking Tio, I still think that's about to be a good ass fight. Hey, I got a question because what's your name? Zab, you said that the fuck is name? Devin Haney? That's your godson, right? How do you feel about him and Ramirez coming up?
I feel it's gonna be a great fight. I feel Devin is gonna shock the world. Well, he's not gonna shock the world. He's gonna show everybody who Devin Haney is.
Hey, and then after he beat this guy, he's supposed to be fighting Ryan again.
Mm-hmm.
They wanted to fight Ryan again. They gave Ryan the easiest fight, man. He fight motherfucking Rolly Romero. I swear, Rolly like a glorified sparring partner. He's the person to show everybody, if you want to make $1 million, that's the way to get you a fight. The way he talked to Tank and got that matchup, that's Rolly showed the world how to do that shit.
But he's unpredictable.
Who you talking about, bro?
Yeah, he's unpredictable. He's a wild swinger. So
Rolly don't even want this fight. Rolly in this for a paycheck. You can tell. You remember how much team stuck?
No, you're not getting what I'm saying. Listen, he's strong. He's strong, and he's like he's not Mayorga, but he's a baby Mayorga because he swings wild.
Mayorga can fight. Mayorga wasn't the greatest. He wasn't technical.
No, I'm talking about how he swings. But I'm talking about how he swings.
Rolly ain't got nothing like Rolly. Ain't nothing like that. Nothing like that.
Listen,
have you ever watched Rolly fight?
Yes.
He like 5'9" and lost to a 4'11" Pitbull Cruz.
Pitbull Cruz ain't no bum, man.
I mean, I don't think he a bum. I mean, look what Rayo just did to him. And then look what Antoine, what's the boy name, Mills? Antoine
Russell.
And then look what Antoine did to Rayo.
But these are all
around and boxing for 12 rounds. The same thing that Javante did. He just ran around and boxed for 12 rounds.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. That's one hand. Listen. That's what you have to do. This motherfucker cock strong, bro. He's cock strong.
Pause. Super pause. How you gonna do cock strong? Like that shit crazy, Corey.
Super, but I don't see even with you. Like I said, you look at these last like.
Undisputed X.
Thanks for catching that.
135. 135, 135, 140.
Nah, he 140 now.
He 140.
But listen, like they say, style make fights. He had the perfect style to just get in there and whoop Rolly ass, though.
He like 4'11".
It don't matter. If he can get up under you, that's how he fights. He can get up under you and do what he do. Shit, what the fuck you gonna do?
Well, who that old dude that basically beat Rolly, and they did that shit. They gave Rolly like 2 wins. He didn't deserve it. For sure.
Listen,
Barbosa.
He's not the. Listen. This what I'm. Listen. I'm not saying fucking Rolly is great. I'm not saying he's great. I said he's strong. He's strong. He's the strong, wild fighting ass dude.
Could he trust you? He couldn't fuck with you?
No.
Yeah, I know.
No.
I know.
Not even in his worst day.
If he was back in our era, he wouldn't even get close to fight for a world title, bro.
Facts. Big facts. That what you just call it? Toilet meat? Ever been toilet meat?
Here you go, Corey. Matt.
I wish they would try to put Rolly in the ring with somebody like you were. Shit, Zab probably would have killed him. That head was
Hey, Zab. Because I think you fought him too, right? Man, you know, I underestimated this motherfucker, man, and he gave me hell. Rafael Pineda. That old motherfucker gave me hell, bro. I remember that. I try to tell people his body was heavy.
Yeah, he's crafty, and he got heavy hands too. Yeah.
That motherfucker body was heavy as shit, bro.
Rafael Pineda, yeah. Big, solid, thick guy.
Yes, he does.
I don't think Rolly could be Baltimore. I don't think Rolly could be anybody.
For sure.
I don't think it could be anybody in our generation. I'm gonna say in y'all generation.
No, he's
I got to grow up watching because I think I was like blessed. People like my age in their 30s and stuff, the shit that y'all used to put on for us, bro. I mean,
put on for my city.
That's like one of the first fights I remember really watching. Like, oh shit,
this shit would be incredible. Rolly taller than me, man.
Damn.
He taller, but he has no. Rolly isn't technical and has no skills whatsoever.
Hold on, y'all. We can't talk about Rolly for a whole 20 minutes. Let's go. Matt, thank you for the $5. Do you think Boots or Ortiz versus Ortiz would be a Broner versus Madonna type fight? What you guys think?
No, I think I'll take Boots
over Ortiz.
I would say Broner and Madonna. Boots throws a lot of fucking punches. That's nowhere near like Broner. Broner likes to be very defensive. I don't know. Broner was almost like I don't want to say like Mayweather, but he threw. You know, he was a pot shooter for real. But you look at Boots. Boots threw a lot of. He worked behind that job really nice. No.
Not when Broner first came into the game. Broner was a more offensive fighter.
They all are super offensive, especially when they're not fighting in their weight class. It's very rare you get people like Zab Judah, where I think he only fought 140 and 147, where he actually fought where he was supposed to be fighting. Yeah. You get people like Adrian Broner who came up from 135. Yeah. Where Adrian Broner come from? He didn't start up at 147.
Yeah, you're right. 130.
Mm-hmm.
No,
but shit, hold up, man. Floyd started at like 130. Listen, Floyd started at like 130.
126?
Yeah.
But he went to 152 though. I'm saying he kept fighting the division. That's when people stopped liking him, is when he got to his regular ass weights. When he started to start fighting, we had to fight the real fighters that was like him. When he had to fight people like Zab Judah and Miguel, when he started fighting the real fucking fighters and he wasn't knocking people out no more, that's when people started discrediting Floyd. Like, oh, he ain't, you know what I'm saying? He running and shit like that. But when you fight somebody who hits hard as Zab Judah, I mean, what the fuck you gonna do? You see what the fuck he can do to somebody for real? Or you see how Miguel Cotto used to walk through people like he was the fucking Terminator? I mean, you fighting people, you go literal, you fight Ricky Hagler. Yeah, you can walk around, check like hook him all day, and look what happened in the 10th round. I forgot where I was going with that. I'm just excited to talk. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yep.
No, you just
energy.
Listen, you just can't knock out everybody, man.
Right, yeah, that part. That's what I'm saying. When fighters are littler, smaller, and when they're in the smaller weight classes, they throw way more punches. But as they get older, or they get to the heavyweight classes, well, y'all know that. Y'all the fucking champ.
No. It's your body gets old, man. So you become a master of the game. You become a master of the game as far as like knowing how to protect yourself better. you might not dish out a whole lot of more punches, but you learn to master the game of boxing as far as like protecting yourself, but still putting out enough to win a fight. That's what you learn.
I mean, I think that's y'all mindset though. 'Cause I don't think y'all generation didn't have no motherfucking quitting. That's why y'all got so many last 12-round knockouts back in the day. Y'all still fought like the Four Horsemen, where y'all did it for the warrior reason. These people out here today, they all claiming they trying to do the Mayweather shit, but they forgetting about the pretty boy part. Like, don't nobody want to battle. They just want these big ass checks. Like, you look at Brian Norman Jr., who just won a belt. We just talked to him, right? I mean, in my opinion, I don't think he's ready for Boots yet. I think Boots will beat him up right now. But you give him like 2 or 3 years, if Boots don't go up to 154, I think he'd be strong against him. I just think he's young right now. I think he needs some warm-up fights in between. I don't think that's a fight that he should just go straight to. I mean, what's the fight difference? Boots got, what, 33 fights compared to Brian? What, 15?
Listen, everybody gets old, man. Everybody gets old, man.
That part.
And your body can only take so much.
Facts.
Your body can only take so much, man. This sports, it wears and tears on you, man. It wears and tears on you, man. So you have to be smart enough to know when to put them up. You have to be smart, man. That's what it's all about. It's about being smart and know when it's time to hang them up, man.
That part.
For one, you can't stay at a weight class your whole career. Of course, it's a sign of you getting older. Your body, you start to gain weight, and then the weight don't come off like it used to. That means your body getting older. So eventually you have to move up, man. So
you ended up going to like what, 160, 154? How high did you get?
54, man. It's like I just went up to 160 to fight Jermaine that one time, man.
Yeah, Jermaine Taylor. That guy was quick.
But Arkansas. I wasn't no 60 pounder though.
Yeah, I know you wasn't that big. That was a good fight though. And like Jermaine Taylor, I mean, what he did to Bernard Hopkins and what he did to me was like 2 different fights. I liked the you and Zab better though. I liked both of those fights better than you and Corey. I mean, Jermaine. Those were some good ass fights.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
But it's just the sport of boxing of fighting people, man. You want to get the fans what they want to see, man.
Yeah. Hey, when you fought Zab, what was like the game plan on that? Do you remember?
No, it wasn't. We just, we knew Zab knew how to fight, had fast hands, had pop in that left hand. It was just working on the way how Zab fight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think
it's like getting the right. It's just with anybody. It's like getting the right sparring to imitate the guy that you're fighting. That's why when they say Floyd never worked on the game plan or whatever, I'm like, that's a fucking lie.
You think you watch tape? He didn't say he watch tapes all the time.
No, listen. This how you start on working on your game plan. Getting sparring that's going to resemble the man that you're fighting.
Yo, Greg Hackett, not to switching up the topics real quick. Check this out. Greg Hackett posted this. I can't believe it. Greg posted this up. I gotta show the chat. You gotta love that Greg and Senior. Their back and forth is, you know, a classic.
That dude fucking hilarious. Greg Hackett, whatever his name, he's fucking funny as hell. I love watching him and Norman argue all the time. I should have watched their fight. I think I watched their fight. Go down to Atlanta just to see that shit. Man, that shit crazy. That shit crazy. And I gotta work at 3 a.m. though, Mills. So I'm about to
Yo, salute, man.
Man, your ass should be. Shit, I be getting this.
Man, and you get it. I gotta check, bro. I don't get to be in y'all world, so to get to talk to, bro, you don't understand. Like my heart, bro. I'm bragging about this, nigga. Zab Judah just heard my voice and Corey Spinks, bro. It's like, hey, Mills, you the greatest, bro. I appreciate you so much, bro. Like, I'm teenaging, bro. You understand? Like, I grew up watching y'all. Like, some of the first fights I ever seen in my life was, I mean, like I said, Corey, I'm a fan, but it's Zab, bro. Zab was like, bro, I see y'all.
All right, stop. Yo, we appreciate it, but stop the glazing, all right?
I don't know how to take it, bro. I'm a fan, bro. He deserves his respect. He deserves his respect.
No. Keep the glazing going on then. Nah. He's the homie, man. He's the homie. He's a member of the channel. He shows support. And I remember him, you know, wanting to speak to you. So I wanted to make sure I made that happen. So, and we got a treat. He got Corey in the same time.
I'm trying. I'm just tired. I had a long day.
Well, fair to say, man. You guys want to close on the show?
Yo, show was fire tonight.
Yeah, man. I get at y'all, bro.
Appreciate you guys, man. Corey, to the next time.
In that order.
My guy. Soup. Close it down. Let everybody know where they can find you.
Yo, you know where I'm at. Right here before Champ. You will check me out. Zab Judah Instagram. I'm around, moving, having fun. Me and my brother Mills is, you know, we ain't going nowhere, y'all. For everybody to get impatient and a little nervous, I'm sorry I scared you. I ain't going nowhere. I'm back.
Well,
let's go for the latest and the greatest. We're back.
We're back. Guys, once again, we'll be doing the Bob Santos interview tomorrow, 4 o'clock West Coast time. Getting all the, you know, the exclusive content of Mario Barrios' head coach, Bob Santos. Let's see what fights could be made at welterweight. If we can make another unification happen in a future undisputed fight. We just had one, obviously, with Spence and Crawford a few years ago. After that, it was my man Super doing it with my man Corey. So, I mean, shoot. God is great. God is good. Amen to that. Well, salute to y'all. God bless. And on to the next. Make sure you guys go out your way. Subscribe to the channel. Both channels. All 3 channels. Millcity Live. Millcity Boxing. Super Zab Judah Before Champ. Make sure you guys go out your way. Subscribe to all 3 YouTube channels. We'll be, you know, giving you guys all the latest and greatest news. We're going to try to stay a little bit more up to date. I really appreciate all the donations as well. Really keeps me up and going. And we'll be doing more of this, man. But once again, we'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, most likely I'll be hitting up some of the coaches, Breadman and some of the other guys, getting their takes on what happened on this week's fights with Jaron Boots Ennis stopping Stanionis in the 6th round. Once again, guys, go out your way, become a member of the channel, subscribe to the channel, and I appreciate you guys for tapping in, and we'll be back tomorrow. God bless.